Hello, Mr. Bear. Must be nearly bedtime. It's getting dark. But let's have a story first, shall we? God speaks to Jacob. One day, Jacob and Esau had a quarrel. Esau was very cross with Jacob and wanted to hurt him. Jacob, said their mother, you must go away so that Esau can't find you. So Jacob said goodbye and went away. He walked all day. He was lonely and he got a bit scared, and it got dark and Jacob had to sleep on the ground. He didn't have a pillow, so he used a stone instead. And Jacob had a dream. And in his dream, God said, Jacob, I will always be with you. I will take care of you. One day I will bring you back home. Jacob felt happy when he woke up. He knew God was looking after him. The end. This one's called Jacob Goes Back Home. Jacob stayed at his uncle Laban's house. He worked on his uncle Laban's farm. Jacob married a woman called Leah, and then he married one called Rachel. They had lots of children, and Jacob was very happy. He worked hard, and soon he had lots of sheep and goats and camels. Jacob lived with his uncle Laban for a long time. Then Jacob wanted to go back home. Jacob got all the sheep and the goats together. Leah and Rachel got the children ready and packed all their things on the camel's back, and off they went. Jacob did not know if his brother Esau would want to be friends again, and so he sent Esau a present of lots of animals to show he was sorry. And Esau gave Jacob a big hug. They were friends again. Isn't it nice to have a nice story before bedtime, Mr. Bear? This one's called Joseph and his brothers. Look at my new coat, Joseph said to his brothers. Isn't it the most wonderful coat you've ever seen? Who gave you that? They asked. It's a special present from Dad, Joseph answered. He gave it to me because he loves me so much. Look how wonderful it is. His brothers felt sad. Why doesn't Dad give us special presents, they said. His brothers felt angry. Why do you always get the best things, they muttered. It's because I'm the best, Joseph told them. One day I'm going to be a very important person indeed. His brothers thought Joseph was a bit of a show-off, and they didn't like him at all. But God looked after Joseph, and he knew that one day Joseph would have a very important job in a different country. God knows all about us too, and he will always look after us. This story is called Joseph Goes to Egypt. One day, Joseph's father said to him, Please would you go and find your brothers? They are looking after my sheep. So Joseph set off. The brothers saw Joseph coming. Of course he was wearing his special coat. Let's get rid of him, the brothers said. Okay, but don't hurt him, said Reuben, Joseph's oldest brother. They tore the beautiful coat into pieces, threw Joseph down into a deep hole, and then sat down to eat their dinner. Some people came by. They had camels loaded with things to sell in Egypt. The brothers had an idea. Joseph could go with the men. And when they got home, their father asked, Where's Joseph? The brothers showed him Joseph's torn, dirty coat. We're so sorry, they lied. Joseph's dead. He had an accident. But in Egypt, God kept Joseph safe, even when lots of things seemed to go wrong. And God looks after us too.